Good morning. It's Mindfulness Monday, and I'm going to talk a little bit about resilience, and then we will do some movement together for our minds and our bodies. We think about resilience and talk about it a lot as a protective factor in our community. And resilience is our capacity to adapt in the face of adversity, or trauma or other stressful events. And I want us to think a little bit about it as our ability to bend but not to break, maybe to wobble without giving up. So allowing ourselves to be there in that moment. And so in a celebration or in getting to some sort of wobble, we're going to go back to balance today. We've done a little balance work before. We're going to try and challenge the brain a little differently today, and the body. But the brain likes both novelty and repetition. So we're going to do some things we've done before, but we're going to do them a little differently maybe. And so in that, hopefully we'll get novelty and repetition. And the brain and the body both have to adapt when we're in movement so that we don't fall. That's one of the great things about working in balance. And it's also, of course, a great adaptive skill to practice and work on your balance, because as we age, balance can become more of a challenge. And sometimes the moments that are most challenging in real life are in transition, moving from one thing to another. So we're going to do a couple moves, and we're just going to move back and forth between them, but focusing in a bit on that moment of transition. Okay, so you may want a chair nearby. I've got one, but you also may want to just have a soft place to land and some comfortable clothes, and then let yourself embrace the wobble and stay there in that moment. All right, so if you are just getting started with your day, or if you're feeling a little stiff, maybe pause here and go get some movement, do some jumping around, some dancing around, and then come back when you feel a little more warmed up. Otherwise, let's get started here. If you're going to use your chair, if you want to have a chair ready in case you want to use it, this is about where you want it to be, okay? All right, now I'm going to face you, but I'll turn later to show you the other position. We're going to move between two positions to challenge our bodies and our brains to kind of adapt, regain that balance and stability. So we're starting here in our mountain pose. We're firmly rooted, feet are into the mat or into the floor or your comfortable space here. Hands can be out to the side open. We are thinking about our posture. We're taking some deep breaths in here. Our head is over our shoulders, shoulders over our hips, over our knees, feet rooting into the ground. You can close your eyes if you want. We're just going to take a few deep breaths. Let's open those eyes up, and at least for the moment, check this out. If you want to add really a lot of challenge later on your stability, you can try closing your eyes while we're balancing too. But first things first, we are going towards our warrior three, or our superhero, or our airplane pose that we've done before. What we're going to do is we're going to hang out there for a little bit, and then we're going to do the other side, and then we're going to switch it up and do it a little bit more quickly and see how that transition feels. So deep breath here, shifting our weight into that left foot, bending at that right knee, starting to shift that right leg up into the air, extending it back. We're really firmly rooted in that left foot. We're taking some deep breaths here. Hands can be extended out front, in the back. You can also keep them here at your heart center. You can try out your chair too. Pressing out even with strength on that back foot. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. Coming back to our standing position here on the side. Taking a few deep breaths here before we try the other side. One more, making sure those eyes are open, shifting the weight onto that right foot, starting to bend the left knee, starting to shift that left leg back really intentionally, really strongly in space here. Starting to reach out here with our hands. Chairs here if we want it, heart center, whatever you want to do with the arms. And this side might be a little different. Maybe you'll feel a little wobble. Everyone has stronger, more balanced sides, or stronger legs or sides than the other too. Couple more breaths here. All right, slowly lowering that here. We're just going to take 2 breaths here and then go back up for 2. See how that feels. As we're exhaling that second breath, we're shifting the weight onto that left leg again, bending the right, extending out, 2 breaths here. Bringing that down, shifting here, deep breath. On that second exhale, trying to shift the weight into that right foot, left leg coming off the ground. Breathing here, starting to bring it down. We're going to try 1 and 1, see how that feels. Deep breath here, shifting, coming out. Bring it back down, shifting, deep breath here, coming back up. One more each side. Embracing that wobble, embracing the uncertainty here, coming back. Other side. Not worrying about what it looks like, just thinking about our body supporting us here and challenging us. All right, great guys. Whatever you do this week, be kind to each other. We'll see you back here next week, okay? Bye-bye.